Americans, what are 2 places in the house that you are no longer American? In the bathroom, because then European, and in the hallway on the way to the bathroom, because then you're a Russian. You're welcome. So this morning, Sam and I are checking out the squash to see if it is ready to be picked or not. They're getting really big. We're also gonna go and pick some of the rhubarb that we have growing around the side of the house, and we're gonna bring it in and freeze it, and then we're gonna make some rhubarb pie and stuff out of it when the time is right. And we're going to go to the crabapple tree, and we're gonna pick a bunch of the crab apples, and then I'm gonna make a whole bunch of crabapple jelly. I can't wait. It'll be the first time I've ever made crabapple jelly, and I'm really looking forward to it. Check out the squash. It looks pretty great.
Whoa, that's huge.
Lots of big ones. Look at the size of this guy. Pretty awesome. Looks like a pumpkin.
You won't believe how big that is. Look.
Wowzers. Huge.
If you could see that. Okay, come over there.
I see it. Pretty awesome. You gonna help me pick some?
Yeah. Wait, we're picking squash?
I don't know if it's ready or not. Maybe. Here's our tomatoes. They're still really green, but they're coming. They're getting big too.
Oh, it's really big. Look at the size of this.
Yeah, they're getting big. Still green. This here is the rhubarb. It's pretty ready. See, like here's a piece. We'll make something out of it.
Is that rhubarb?
Yeah.
The red?
The whole thing's rhubarb. We bake with it. Take it. The red one, yeah, we can use. It's ready.
The red is rhubarb?
Hmm.
Then what are the leaves?
You just cut the leaves off and don't use it. The whole thing's rhubarb. Here's another piece. I'm just picking the ones that are red. Don't pick the ones that are green, because they're not ready. You can climb up in there if you want. Here, give me the water bottle. Go in and grab any ones that are red. Yeah, through there. Do you see any red ones that you want to pick? Oh, good job. Wow, thank you.
There are a lot of reds back here.
Nice.
Red.
Go for the ones that are more red than this, okay? Like higher up red too. Don't go for that one maybe. Go for one that's like more red. See, yeah, that one was red. Never mind. Get it. That is a good one. I couldn't see that it was. Thank you. Awesome, awesome. Look over near that corner. It looks like there's some red ones back there. So I've got 2 piles here. I got over there is all like my scrap, like some of the stuff that really needed to be thrown away, and it'll go down to my compost pile down there. And then here is all my good stuff that I'm gonna bring in, and I will probably make a pie or some muffins, and the rest I will freeze, because there's quite a bit of it, so no point in not picking it and then it just go bad, right? So we got to start, and then this I shall take down to the compost. Why on earth I'm working outside in the yard in a skirt, I don't know, but leave it to me, eh? Leave it to me. So now I'm gonna pick some of these apples. There's quite a few of them. So they should make a nice little jelly.
This is the tip. You have to look all around them to make sure there are no holes.
No worms living in them? I can always cut it out if there is. Probably will be because they're crab apples. Probably be quite a few worms in them.
I found all of them that I found.
Yeah, have holes.
All of them. Well, not all of them that I found, but all of them that I kept
Yeah.
didn't have holes.
Oh, nice.
That's the only reason why I kept them.
Oh, I'll keep some with holes. It's all right. We're just making jelly out of them anyway.
Imagine if we actually,
Good girl.
imagine if we actually felt a worm in our mouth. And
Ew! I'll boil them so there won't be any worms left. Just get the ones that are red. Here, I got some more for your bucket. Thank you. So here's what we got for the rhubarb and here for the apples. So I'm gonna get cleaning and chopping and get things ready. So here's what I made for jam. Boiled it all down. This is what I got. I'm gonna let it sit for 24 hours and then I'll check how jello-y it is and I'll show you. I've also been chopping up the rhubarb and putting it in big Ziploc freezer bags. So far that's what I have. That way it's ready to be used in pies and or muffins. When the time comes, we'll just pull it out of the freezer and it's all ready to go into the pie or the muffins. So I'm probably gonna pick one of those squash as well today from the garden and we'll cook that up for supper and see how it is. Well, I'm gonna see which one of these squash here are ready to be picked. They're kind of, I think that one. They're kind of spiky, so I'm wondering if I should cut it with like the snips. I think a few of these are ready. Oh dear. I'm worried because I don't want them to be too ripe and then they just rot in here. Definitely don't want that. Well, that came off pretty easily. Here it is. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be yellow and not green. Either that or they're supposed to be green and I'm way too early. I don't know, I suppose. They just look like a big old pumpkin. Well, that one's not coming off easy, so I think maybe it's not ready. This came off really nicely. Give it a try. Well, I picked one. I just don't know how many to pick because I'm not 100% sure what they're even supposed to look like. I just assumed the big ones are ready, but they might not be. I don't know if maybe I should just pick one and cook it. Try. This one here looks pretty. I don't know. Maybe they turn green and I'm too early. There's a green one in here, but it looks like most of them are just turning more yellow than green. Oh, golly. I think I might just stick with that one. Give that one a try. We'll cook it. See what it turns out like. Okay, so I brought it in and I cut it in half and I'm going to cook it and see. I have no idea, but this is what it looks like on my pan, ready to be cooked. Here's the inside. I don't know. Not even sure what it is, what type. I'll figure it out though. So after doing some research, I realized that my squash is actually a winter squash and not ready until fall. So luckily I only had it in the oven for like I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes before I did the actual research and found out it wasn't actually ripe. So I just took it out and threw it in the compost, and I'm not gonna bother picking anymore until the fall. But we do have quite a few out there in the garden, so I'll be able to pick a bunch of them at the right season. As for my jam, it turned out really good. I'm super impressed with it. So here's what it looks like. And it actually looks like jam. So I didn't put any pectin in this. I just used the natural pectin from the crab apples because they have a lot of their own pectin. Try it on a piece of toast here. So it would just boil down the apples and then crush them, drain the juice, and then reboiled it to a temperature of 220 Fahrenheit with the sugar. It's awesome. That's what it looks like. Super exciting. I'm glad it turned out. So now I'm gonna go pick more today, and I'll make a couple more batches. I just wanted to make sure that it was gonna turn out to be actually like jelly before I picked too many, but I'm super impressed. And it tastes awesome. So I'll definitely be making more of that. See you in the next one.